Hope you all can see me. Hope you all can see the screen. Hope I'm audible and visible. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Whenever there is any engagement required, please you respond with your reactions or you can unmute your speak. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to our book summary session of our B Club book reading session. Recently we have read the book Surrounded by Idiots. We all joined together and we have read for this book for the last around 3 weeks. We have spent time to read chapter by chapter. And this session, especially, we have arranged whatever we have learned from this book, we have sum it up and we can discuss about it and we can share it with everyone. So it will be a good, quick revise and recall to everyone. So here, I'm not only alone. Along with me, we have two more our B Club members, Anjali and Suman also have joined to conduct this session. So once again, I welcome you all to our summary session of Surrounded by Idiots. Now, why we have choose this book? I think I want to thank Mani Selvi. I think she was the one. She was the one had a list of having a poll for this book. I chose this book. I think I was found that this book seems to be interested, and we chose this book to continue our reading for the next reading for the morning sessions. We had a great learning, and wonderful discussions throughout these all 3 weeks of time. Now let's get into this book. Here, he talks about the behavior. Before that, I just want to share. The author has started why he started this book. He had attended this he conducted a seminar. For the same seminar, he has received for a different kind of opinions. Some people said the seminar was fantastic. Some people said it was very hard to understand the whatever he taught and whatever he has explained. He was wondering why there is one person doing the same content, the same explanation, but some people say that it was fantastic, and some people they are not able to connect with that what is message. That's why he started getting deep into this one, understanding the people, and he started writing this book. This is the author from the Swedish author. He has this book was written in 2014, and later 2019 it was translated into English. Now this particular book has translated into the 70 different languages, and it is many people have been using this book for that understanding the people behaviors. So now let's deep dive into that. What is the behavior? So he has the behavior, the human values he has laid by layer. And in this book, he started about the human behavior will be expressed. That's two things. One is the nature and one is the nurture. The nature is the core values, what we have, something core values, what we have in our inbuilt within. For example, core values means the people's the family background or how they have upbringing from the childhood, and how they are loyal, how they are honesty, and how their principles, the life principles, these are the core values. The core values transforms into that the attitudes, it forms the attitudes. So when we talk about attitudes, it's a represent. I think they are going to interpret the world with that behaviors, the attitude behaviors. Then the third layer moving to that the core behavior. So the core behavior, that is what we are going to talk about in this entire book. The author he has described in that DISA model that we will see in this detail. The core behavior, whatever we have experienced in this one, immediately what we are seeing. Now, here we are not going to talk about someone's core values. In this book, we are going to talk about that the core behavior. The core behavior then is a moderate behavior. There's a core behavior. From the moderate behavior means how there are sometimes you may have some different color tones or different behaviors, but we have to adopt. For example, if you are in office, you may be very jovial person, very exciting persons, but if you are going to a conference, that if you are going to be attending, you have to be simply quiet and understand. Sometimes we adopt that other behaviors as well. These all determined the behaviors and the core behaviors, the model behavior, all defined by that environment, what we'll receive from others. That plays the environment also plays the major role how we respond, how we react to others. So I would sum it up this entire picture with the core values. It forms from the attitudes. It creates the core behavior. It get adjusted into that the moderated behavior that shows depending on what they get receives, what they receive from the environment. So let's move into that. The next slide, the four color behavior model. Okay, this author he has come up with the four color behavior models. Now, what it is? Now, as I said, this book was written in 2014, and we are living in the era of the digital era, where the information era. Where can someone guess how long back the people started noticing or the people started analyzing about people behaviors? Anyone have any guess? How long back they have started? You can just even think about that, the era, the last 50 years, the last 100 years, the last 2 centuries. Can anyone talk about how long back they have started this one? Okay, I can tell you. See, this one, this author has come with the design model. It is he got inspired from, that's the one famous personality related book he has written in 1928. That was the Emotions of Normal People, written by William Moulton Marston. That author he has shared in 1928. He has written this book with that pattern of the disc model, the dominance, influence, and stable, and then the compliance. So he has come up with that these four models. This is the principle for the whatever the modern era. Those people, I think, this has been spread across many places. Many people are studying about this one. These all core things. The disc model, which was this particular author, William Moulton, written in that 1928. Even our author also, he got inspired from this book, and he started deep dive into this one. How he changed into the latest era, the modern era. He has written this book. Now I talk about the 2014 design model, 1928 this disc model. Can you guess when it was back? How long back people would be interested to know about different color patterns or different behaviors? It was nothing. I would say that 2,500 years back. Can you guess that 2,500 years back? That was the modern, the ancient, the Greek physician. Is the Hippocrates. He lived in the period of the 460 to 370 BC. 463, and just imagine that how many years back this person, he was a physician, and he was understanding the people. He put into that, he's the first origin of the first person started. Then later many people have derived and transformed so many things from this people behavior understanding. He come up with that, the four different color patterns of choleric, sanguine, phlegmatic, and melancholic. So he defines the four different colors. It's based. He was a physician, and he called it as a yellow bile, black bile, blood, and phlegm. So these four things he has classified to understand or explain about understanding about the people behavior and people pattern. This has, now we are seeing whatever we are seeing this one. Now if you see that one everywhere in many major universities, and the major people understanding, those who are people behaviors researching, they all use these methods. They use this following the same model, the disc model, DISA model, and the Hippocrates model defined by the ancient Hippocrates. This all they use it, and they use it as reference and understand the people behavior. So that is what you are seeing this one, the focal behavior in this. And this book, purpose, I think purpose of this book, again, this one, to understand, the reduce the misunderstandings. Many times what happens in communication, the misunderstanding, the conflict, that makes a problem. So how we can avoid misunderstanding by knowing other people and explaining the how people difference in the communications. And here the major thing is this, whatever he has explained in the four different characters, it is not because of the intelligence or that one's cleverness or one's the brilliancy. He's not going to talk about it. That is completely different chapters. This is completely the personality, the behavior. That is what he talks and he explains his entire book. That is what we are going to see through that entire the coming chapters. This is to make awareness to understand how the different behavior styles are there and how we can adopt and how we can change our communication to make them to understand. That is what the author has explained in entire full colors. So he has make it to that is what now let's get into that actual book. The author has classified that four different colors: red, yellow, green, blue. That's what you're going to hear all these colors in coming going forward. You're going to listen to all these things. See here, this is x-axis and y-axis. You can see that one. The x-axis talk about his is a pace, how the person is the pace. I think how that reactions are happening, and the y-axis is the focus. If you see the top one, the top two, the red and blue, they are the focus-oriented people. They are the task-oriented people. If you see the bottom, or that y-axis the bottom, you can see the green and yellow. These people are the relationship oriented, and they want to be connect with people. If you see that y-axis this side, the right side, red and yellow, these two people are extroverts. They are connecting with people, and they don't be hesitant to approach or connect with people. But in the other category, the blue and green, they little control, they little control, and they hide themselves and they control themselves to connect with easily approaching others. So red is this book, the red author talk about they are the very dominant people. The yellows are talk about influencing. These people are very jovial, and they want to connect. The people create energy. Such people, the social behavior people. Green, he seems to be calm and silent. They observe. Even sometimes when we are going something, some people just listen. I think they don't want to express. They don't want to share, or they don't want to be so explicit. They control and they just monitor it. Blue people are they are very analytical people. So this is the critical people. They want to have all details. If you given the task to someone, they will go in complete detail and make classifies. You have just example, if there is something project work is there, they spend a lot of time to create that. Okay, how we have to start, what are the challenges will come, what are obstacles will come, how we have to plan it. These are things will be calculated with the blue people. Now I'm not going to bore you much. I'm going to call the next person who is going to take or lead that the first two colors, who is going to talk about the two colors, what are the benefits and how they behave. Let me invite Anjali to take forward to talk about red and yellow. Over to you, Anjali.
Thank you, Rajesh. So, good evening, friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome here. So, after this detailed introduction of the DISA model, the four color behavior model, and like you might have understood that there are the four colors which are all interconnected and sharing some similar traits. Let us dive into detail. So, we'll explore two of the most energetic, the enthusiastic, action oriented, and attention grabbing behavior types, which are the red and the yellow personalities. Think of them as two engines that move the world forward, but in quite different styles of their own. Both are extroverts, both are expressive, but in some ways, both are completely different. Let's start with red personality. If someone enters the room and you immediately feel the temperature rise a little, that's probably a red. Reds are extremely easy to identify. Their energy hits you before their words do. Erickson describes Reds as alphas. They are bold, ambitious, direct, and driven. He says Reds wake up with a mindset: what are we achieving today? Their life's philosophy basically sounds like, we will do it my way now. Or, like in other words, we'll do it my way or the wrong way. So it's like his way is the right way and the other way is the wrong way. They are the people who take command without waiting for permission. In the book, there is a story of a manager who arrives at a meeting. He listens for 2 minutes, realizes everyone is going in circles, and he says, okay, enough talking. Here is what we are going to do now. That is a pure red. So let's understand how to recognize a red, their core behavior or the core traits, what a red person is like. Firstly, they interrupt without feeling guilty. Red sees interrupting as efficiency and not rudeness. If one is taking too long in explaining, a red would jump in and say, "Okay, so what are you trying to say?" Erickson explains that when red cuts you off, it's because they already see the solution and they don't want to waste time hearing the long version, your long stories. They are just cutting the unnecessary part. To red, interrupting equals accelerating the task. Second, they raise their voice without noticing. A red believes volume equals clarity. Even normal conversations sound like command or announcements. The author describes them as emotionally loud, not because they are angry, but that simply it is their usual tone. They are confident and that's how like their tone becomes very loud. So it's a normal tone for the Reds. They hate small talks, pity talks like introduction or just uh, talking here and there. Reds, they don't want weather updates or your weekend stories. They want what's the issue? What's the solution? What next? They feel small talk is a complete waste of time. They decide quickly. Reds make choices like they are choosing between two elevator buttons, quick and instant. In the book, a red leader ends a long discussion with, sorry, great, I have heard enough. We are doing plan B. So they want instant decision. They are just quick and like they cannot wait for some other person to talk also. And they finally decide, yes, this is what we are going ahead with. They want decisions and not stories. They want immediate conclusion. This is somewhat a significant strength of Reds also. They don't get stuck in analysis. If there is a fork in the road, they would pick a direction and start walking. Their motto could be like a good decision today is better than a perfect decision tomorrow. Another good quality of a Red is they handle crisis well. Imagine a fire alarm goes off. That time, yellows, they talk, green freezes, blue analyzes, but only red says, everyone out now. This is why reds make exceptional emergency leaders. Another strength is they are extremely goal focused. Reds treat goals like a finish line. They thrive on results and not the process. They push teams forward. They keep the momentum alive when there freezes, when others are frozen with the panic of they are just in a situation where they are not able to decide. That time, red acts. When others doubt, reds step forward. When everyone slows down, red says, come on, let's move. Reds take responsibility, a quality of a good leader in a fast moving situation. If something fails, a red won't hide. They'll say, my call, my mistake, let's fix it. Erickson says, Reds don't like excuses because they themselves don't hide behind excuses. They take the ownership. Okay, so like others, like everyone, Reds also have some weaknesses. Let's see what. Their loud voice makes them sound harsh. Reds don't sugarcoat. They don't even know where the sugar is. A red may say, this idea is terrible, but they mean this will not work. Let's find something else. They prefer clarity over cushioning. So sometimes they deliver truth like a hammer instead of a feather. They get impatient soon. Slow people equals to suffering for reds. They get irritated with slow people. They don't understand why others need so much time to do simple things. They can be controlling at times. When someone moves slow, red steps in and says, leave it, I'll do it. They don't mean to take their job, but they just can't watch them losing momentum. For red, speed is efficiency. Just to conclude, Reds, they are not bad people. They just have a very strong filter. Their language is speed and action, and not emotions. Think of them as people who speak in bullet points, not paragraphs. Some famous red people are Steve Jobs, Venus Williams, Margaret Thatcher, Barack Obama, and Mother Teresa. Surprised? Mother Teresa, yes. She was extremely determined and forceful, a typical red profile. Okay, so with that, we end the red. Now, let's shift the gears to the yellow. Um, if reds are engines, yellows are storytellers on the trip. They make the journey exciting and memorable. For yellow, life is a party and everyone is invited. Often we meet someone who instantly lights up the room. The moment he enters, laughing loudly, cracking jokes, making friends, they are yellow. They are talkative, expressive, enthusiastic, cheerful, full of ideas, and master of storytelling. Let's see what their main traits are, the core traits. If reds are the volcanoes, yellows are the fireworks. They dazzle, they entertain, they energize rooms effortlessly. For Erickson, he says yellows are the charming, optimistic, and slightly chaotic. How to recognize them? How do you know who is a yellow? They talk with their whole body. Most important thing, you will see them dancing. Their hands, eyebrows, torso, everything participates. A simple story becomes a theater performance for them. They jump between ideas. Start at point A, leap to point F, return to C, forget what A was. Erickson notes that yellow's thoughts arrive faster than their sentences. They get excited quickly. You say, we could try this. They say, yes, let's do it. Also, what if we also add this and this and this and this? And they just start giving ideas over ideas. They get bored quickly. If something becomes routine, predictable, or slow, their brain leaves the chat. They make friends instantly. Yellows could make friends with a traffic policeman while paying a fine. Author says that they collect people like someone collecting souvenirs. So, like, these are the person who have very good strength as a public pleaser, as a relationship builder, and they are more like a public figure, public people. Let's see their strength. They inspire people. When a yellow walks in and says, we can do this, everyone believes them. Their enthusiasm is contagious. They are extremely creative. They see possibilities where their others see problem. Give them a blank page, they return with a masterpiece. Give them a mess, and they see patterns on it. They bring positive energy. They turn tension into laughter. They warm up cold rooms. They are the ones who make Monday mornings feel like Friday evenings. They are natural communicators. They connect with every type, reds, blues, greens, because their storytelling makes them memorable and connected. But they have weaknesses too. They overpromise. A yellow will say, I'll do it, because they genuinely believe they can. But they forget human limits and calendars, of course. They forget details. Email? Which email? Oh, that email. Erickson jokes that if you need detailed follow up, don't give it to a yellow unless you enjoy risk. They exaggerate. If something was 3 minutes long, they say it for 30. If someone mildly scolded them, they say the person almost killed them. They get bored easily. Routine feels like punishment. Give them a repetitive task and their soul leaves their body. So, famous people who exhibit clear yellow traits like they are Oprah Winfrey, Robin Williams, Ellen DeGeneres, and to take some fictional example, Pippin from The Lord of the Rings and Han Solo from Star Wars. These are mentioned in the book. So, how to, like, before ending, just to conclude, both are extrovert. Both red and yellow are extrovert, but they express themselves differently. See, when red pushes, yellow pulls. Red focuses on results, yellow focuses on experience. Reds want speed, yellows want excitement. Red says, let's get to the point. Yellow says, let me tell you something funny first. How you can work with a red? Clear, be direct, be brief, be confident, and stick to the facts. They don't like emotional cushioning. And when talking with a yellow, be positive, give clarity, let them talk, and follow up gently. Not with pressure, but reminders, because they have a habit of forgetting. They are so overburdened with their thoughts. So you need to give them quick and short reminders, timely reminders. Finally, to conclude, like what I got from this book, the author says that we are not surrounded by idiots actually. No one is idiot around us. We are only surrounded by different people with who have different filters. And once we understand those filters, every communication and it becomes easy and more harmonious. Whether it is at work, it is at a home, or anywhere else, anywhere. So you just have to understand why a person is behaving in this manner. Everything becomes easy. That's all from my side. Over to you, Suman, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Anjali. Good evening, everyone. As Anjali has explained very beautifully, the energy of the red and the creativity of the yellow. Now, let me take you to the calmer side of the spectrum, that is green and blue color behavior. Rajesh has explained in the DISA model. According to DISA model, S stands for stable and is represented by green color behavior, and A stands for analytical, that is represented by blue color behavior. So let's first dive deeper and understand the essence of green color behavior. Greens, the steady and the harmonious greens. They are the quiet anchors of any group. They are harmonious peacemakers. Imagine some heated conversation is going on in a room. People are arguing intensely, and in the corner sits one quiet figure who listens, nods, allows everyone to feel heard, and precisely at the right time, he finally speaks. In just a few gentle sentences, his speech seems to bridge the gap, cools the temper, and he tries to restore the balance. That is the power of the green. Greens are the most balanced ones. The writer calls them the social glue. They counterbalance the extremes in a very elegant way. They can calm down the confused yellows and warm up the cold blues. Greens are very loyal persons. Once they have committed, they never fail to deliver. Yes, they may not do it very soon, but will surely meet the deadlines or the time frameworks. Once you earn their trust, they will stick with you in your thicks and thins. They are very deeply relational people. They remember the birthdays. They will prefer to surrender an argument than sacrificing any relationship. They will do their best to save any relation. They are exceptional listeners who genuinely care about others. You can cry on their shoulder anytime. Their empathy runs deep. Greens are very good team players also. They put team, group, or family on priority than self. They think like if the team is happy, individual will automatically be happy. They are most demanded in the team and their absence is felt because they work without creating any fuss or drama. The children with green features are usually described as little angels, as it is rightly said that no style or behavior is perfect and the harmonious green is no exception. It too faces its own challenges. Green try to avoid confrontations even when it may be necessary, and they don't say no easily. This way, they agree outwardly but feel overwhelmed internally. They prefer predictability and dislike change. They prefer their routines to be very smooth and without surprises. Resultantly, they feel pressured and stressed with sudden changes. They feel very hard to respond to pressures or loud voices. To sum up the greens, they are quite stabilizers. the loyals who value long-term bonds over short-term gains. They are the supportive team players, patient listeners, routine lovers. Mahatma Gandhi, Michelle Obama, Jimmy Carter's, Jesus are some of the examples of the Greens who knew how to help others. The writer calls them the best pals of the world. Now let us move further into the cool end of the spectrum and reach the blue ones, the analytical ones who are the quiet force in a loud world. The blues are the thinkers, the analysts, the perfectionists, the detail seekers, ordered, researchers, the calm questioners. While other personality type may move with emotion, energy, or empathy, a blue moves with clarity. For them, accuracy is not optional. Precision is not a preference. It is their language. They believe if something is worth doing, it is worth doing right. You can visit their homes. You will see that everything is organized. Things are very clear with labels. Meal menus can be seen pasted on refrigerator doors to ensure they get enough nutrition or balanced diet. Everything has its own spot and nothing is out of place for blues. They are very cautious. They will double check the lock before leaving home. They will recheck the children's backpack in the morning, although they checked and packed it the night before. They will set 3 alarms and will leave 2 hours early when one is enough. They want to consider everything once more. They value written and printed words the more than the spoken words. To put together a piece of furniture from IKEA, they will read the manual twice and wipe down all the parts as they seem to be little dusty. Yes, it may take little extra time to assemble the cabinet, but once it is done, it is sure that it will stand forever. In meetings, they are good observers and record everything that is said, though they are modest enough that they will not declare themselves to be the knower until asked or invited to join the discussion. And getting appreciation is not big deal for them. They are just doing their job. And if someone throws a random comment in the meeting, the blue guy can fetch the proof to prove the authenticity of that. We can bank on the fact what they say to be true. Every decision becomes wiser when a blue is a part of the discussion. The book describes that blue will never take information at face value. They will check, cross-check, verify, and only then they will accept it. So a blue personality may not be the loudest voice in the room, nor the most emotional, nor the fastest to decide, but they are often the voice of the reason, the anchor of accuracy, and the keeper of quality. They stand like a calm lighthouse, steady, precise, and always guiding towards clarity. But like all other behavior types, blues also face their own struggles. Their questions may feel like criticism. They get stuck in analysis paralysis due to overthinking. They struggle with emotional conversations. But beneath all of this, blue is a personality type that simply wants things to be right, clear, and fair. They don't guess, they measure. While others jump to conclusions, blues build them step by step. Some of the examples we can relate with blue personalities are Bill Gates, Albert Einstein, O'Connor, etc. From fictional world, Star Trek is one of the example of blue. all logic, rational, and intellectual. So that is about green and blue. So to conclude, if blue is logic and blue for the blueprint is for data and perfection, and for green it is blanket for peace and harmony. Blues question directly and green gently. They have laser focus, but green they go with the flow. That's all about green and blue. Now I hand over to Rajesh, who will take us further into the heart of this DISA model and explain how all these colors, with their unique strengths, need, and temperaments, not just coexist, but thrive together in true cognizance and synchronicity. Over to you, Rajesh. Yes, Rajesh, are you there?
I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
left.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Acha, he's there.
Thank you,
Yeah, sorry.
Suman. Yeah, thank you, Suman, and thank you, Anjali, for the beautifully, clearly, and precisely explained all four colors. Now, how many of you wondering or started calculating or started thinking about, hey, how is my wife's color? How is my husband's color? Or how is my friend's color? You started imagining about putting into some different people and different colors. How many of you, any of you, have started thinking about it? All these things comes in your mind? Okay. I think we have not finished. Now we have detailed information you have received from what all these four colors, the DISA model.
Hello, Mr. Rajesh. This is Tamim.
Yes.
See, I
Yes.
have
Yes, Satish.
come across these all colors, but it all suits to me. What can I do? All
Okay.
suits
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me. All
We
four
have not
colors are suits to me.
completed. Let's complete the session, then we can have a Q&A sessions. Okay. You are going to hear
Okay,
what
thank you.
there are some questions will be answered in coming slides. Okay. Now I just want to have a quick sum it up. We have heard a lot about the different all four colors from Anjali and Suman: red, yellow, green, and blue. So many information we have received. Okay, just you can have a small look into this one. Red people, how they are very extroverted and superior, and they are very confident, and they are looking for some responses and answered straight away. Yellow people are very extroverted and they want to have something, they want to live the moment and they want to bring that entertaining. They are very entertaining focused. Green, they are stable, calm, and they are very cooperative and you can approach them. I think you can approach them in any way, this simple way, the calm way. Blue people have to be very careful. I think you have to go with the data. You have to be a little more organized and you have to be more meticulous. And these people, they are expecting the result. There are something, they have a different patterns. Now, the further slides, we are going to discuss about how we can, we know that this is the red people behavior, this is the yellow people behavior, this is green and this is blue. How we can understand each other and why the things happening, why the misunderstanding happening. This is, let's jump into this slide. The misunderstanding mainly happens generally we start assuming things. That's the one thing I think we by seeing people, we assume something, we comes in the mind. We okay, this was without asking anything, without knowing about the persons, without knowing any details about the persons, the human mentality will start to think about assuming about these persons. That will create a lot of misunderstanding. And the sometimes we interpret behaviors to their own lens. That means we have something, we have come up with some, we have some ideology, we have some the way of approach. We see the people the same way. See, the people are different. The author, that is what he explains. There are different people, and there are four different people are there. If you see in one color, they may not respond, or they may not be able to cooperate, or they may not be able to see in the same eyes. So that's also owning the color lens will also make a difference. And then the communication style, that makes a lot of differences. And then if you want to learn someone's a true color, what we can do this. That's I think that is something one of my previous boss says. I think If you want to know someone, just you can make them to put into stress factors. They may show some colors. For example, these techniques, if you go on attending interviews, people will use this method. People may come with a lot of colorful things in their resume, and they come up with the behavioral, so many things. They explain, I did that, I did that, that is what I have done. When you put them under pressure, then that will come to know. You will get to know the real factor about the particular persons when you put into the stress. Sometimes when we are under stress, that is what I think we behave something different. That's also one way to understand the misunderstanding happens. Another thing, lack of self-awareness. The major reason, the important of reading this book, not to that understanding others, just we have to understand who we are, the self-awareness. That is, without knowing ourselves, without knowing self, how we can make understand others. So without knowing others also, this misunderstanding happens. Now, how we can avoid, how we can resolve all this misunderstanding. So author has explained in different things. That is also we can identify the person's the body language. Each color have that different body language. He says, I just want to tell you that it's a formula 7, 38, and 55. Anyone of you know this? What is the 7, 38, 55 formula? In terms of the communications. When we communicate something, the 7% of the communications comes from the words. Just 7%. Any meeting if you're going to attend. If you want to influence the audience, that is 38% of the communications, the tone, the voice, the voice tone difference, that will make the convey of the 38%. Another 55% is the body language. That's how we can convey, I think, the communication transparent to the others. That's how we can differentiate, we can classify it, or we can share the communication or convey the message. It differs. So now we have seen the 4 different colors: red, yellow, green, and blue. You can see the picture, how the red person behaves. He looks like commanding, he gives order, and he shows the leader. The person, how it shows the yellow. The person is very happy and the living moment, enjoying the moment, and so expecting surprises, a lot of things. Just look at that, the green behavior. They want to be idle, they want to be isolated, and they want to be silent. They don't want to interfere so many things. They don't want to take it so many things. Just keep aside. The blue people, they are very calculative people. They always analyze the things. So this one, I think it will come. I think when you are having a conversation with someone, when we see this body language, we can understand what kind of person they are. The reds uses the strong and decisive methods. Yellows are very expressive. See, to truly understand people, don't just listen to the words. They have to watch their behavior. Just listening or just receiving the words, that is not going to help you. Just we have to understand the behavior. That's what the author has explained in the body language. Now, we have seen the colors, different colors, how the red, yellow, and the green, blue. How sees each other, I think how they perceive each other. See, when you know this secret, when you understand this secret, you are going to solve the 90% of this problem. If you know that, okay, how other person behaves, how other person reacts, and if I go with this approach, how this person's, we can change our communications, right? We can change our tone, and we can change our body language. We can change the message according to person to person. Now, just see this. Red, how they see, if the red person, how they sees the blues, the person is very slow, and they are very passive people, and yellows are messy. I think the red and yellow, if you put into this one, they both are same, but this is one person is kind of the result oriented, other person is kind of, this person is having a lot of extrovert person, but the person takes them, they both are not matching each other. Yellow, how they sees the red, yellows is always, the red people are always harsh people. I think they are not approachable. And blues, they are boring. They will come up with a lot of data. I think it is not going to work with that yellow people. Greens, they feel they're shy. I think they don't engage. If you put it yellow and green, that's not going to match each other. Okay, now greens, how they see the world for the different colors. They see yellow as louder. When green sees the yellow people, they seems, I think, why this person is making a lot of noise? Why this person is making a lot of noise in this place? Why can't he calm down? That's how they behave. And they see red as a demanding. I think these are common people, but red always looking for a result. They are seems to be commanding. Blues as they are very cold. Blue sees yellow as a chaotic, and red is aggressive, green as they are unclear about it. So that's how each color pattern people they sees other colors in that kind of the lenses, whatever they approach, they use it. So what we can do here now, we have seen that's how they are seeing each other. Now, what will make them the temper high? What will make them their emotions high? We all see the world through our own color fit into this one. Whatever drives one person's mad, might for other persons might be something different. Sometimes when you go and say something, they take it in something different way. According to you, it's a normal common thing, it's a normal thing. But other persons, they might not take it in that way. So they get it in a different way. So here, what red people they don't want. They don't want slow decisions. I think they always want fast decisions. They want express clearly, confidently, and they delays. They don't like delaying, and they don't like emotionals. Yellow people, they like they don't like being ignored. If you put them if you are keeping that yellow persons if you don't give any concentration, they don't want to be in that place, and they also don't want to follow any strict rules. They always be optimistic, and they don't like that pessimistic people. And if you go with something not creativity, if you're asking them to follow the order, they don't like it. Then green doesn't like the people those who are making certain decisions. If you are going to ask them, give me this answer or give me this, bring out the output immediate, they go blank. They wouldn't be able to cope with that such people. They are completely avoid with that taking a quick decisions. They need a lot of time. They can't take that pressure. They cannot handle the pressure at that any work-wise or whatever it may be. And they don't like argument. If that is something is argument, better they keep away, and they don't want to be. And they also don't like the aggressive people. Then what? What make your blue people go wild? They don't want to be disorganized. If they see, whether it's the home or the work, or some places, if they see some people, they are not organized and they are not following the plan, they are not executing the what is the order by order, they don't want to be. And even they want, this is what I asked to do, this is what you're supposed to do. If someone that is exaggerating, or if they are not following the facts, if they are not analyzing the things, these things, it will make them people, blue people, wild. So we all get angry for very different reasons. Understanding those reasons is a secret of harmony. So this is what we have. We know that what make them, what make other people so angry or making them their emotions high. If we know this, we will be able to communicate in better way. Now, we have seen what are the problems, how they are seeing each other, and what are the problems they are facing. Okay, now how we can communicate. If I see the right people, you see the people, I think there are some things we have to follow, do's and don'ts. When you have with them, when you're approaching the right people, just be direct. What is the message you want to have? You don't need to talk too much information. You have to be very perfect. This is what I'm going to do, and you have given the action. I will go and execute it. That is what they execute, and they don't like a lot of sugarcoating things, or having a lot of overlapping one after another. They don't like. Come to the point, and you will get the answer. They don't like not organized, and they don't want to have any unwanted stories. If you, example, if you go and tell them that, hey, you know what I did the last week, they don't want to hear those stories, because they are looking for something, answers, the results. Now with yellow, what you have to do, you have to be with friendly and positive and open-minded. So they look, I think they are very easy to approach. You can say that when you go and approach yellow people, you can follow the method this sandwich method. When you go and tell them, I think if you go and straight away go and tell that what is the area of improvement or what is that, what you have not done, they immediately went inside. So you have to go and tell them, approach them, say something good things about them. Then you have to tell, you could have done this one, you could have added this one. Then you come up with that, I think you can do it. You have the capability. If you say these things, these people, we can make these people to work and they can easily understand. They wouldn't be interested to taking a control of someone. I think they don't want to be with the control of someone, and they don't want to the facts and figures of the things. So if you know these communications, you can approach easily the yellow people. Then we can go into green. Green, if you go and approach the aggressive way, that won't going to work. You be kind, show your kindness, be polite, and when you go and attacking mode, or when you go and something is bomb, they just straight away shut it. They don't want to listen. They don't want to have anything. So with that people, we will not be able to make them work. So we have to approach the common approach way and start with the appreciations and start with that. Make them to value. You guys are valued in this one. In that way, you will be able to make them to work and make them to understand the things. With the blue people, you have to be what does? I have to be very clear about what you're going to do. Make a proper structure and very clear about the facts and figures and everything. Then if you go and approach these people, they can easily understand here. And the blue people also, they don't want to be heavy, very emotional. And if you go with some stories, the personal things, they wouldn't be interested. Just they want what it is. Give me the order, let me follow it. That's how. See in this one, don't attack the competence. When you are going to understand, take it serious, take it easy, and don't be work. They will have something. Everyone have some interesting to say, interesting to share. So put that right questions, and you can make this work done. If you make it, it's very simple thing. All these colors. If you're going to approach reds, you mirror the confidence. Yes, I also can do that. I think this is what we are doing. Just mirror them. When you go and approach that yellow, just be jovial and just be energetic. When you're going to approach green, just be the calm. Then they'll be able to understand. With the blues, you just mirror that control. Now, what says the author says, you have seen about all these 4 colors. If you look into this one color, what is my one color? We all have, I think, what author says, I think 60 to 70% people are having a mix of 2 colors. Not that any one color, the mix of 2 colors. You may be green and blue, or you may be that red and blue, or the mix of 2 colors, 60 to 70%. And 20 to 30% have 3 color patterns. Author says just only 5% of people have the just one color. So even if you go and if you check your own characters or even your behaviors, you can identify, okay, I may match with red and blue, or yellow and green. I think yellow and red. Something you can match it with this. So there is something, we have a dominant color, and then secondary color is the influencing color. We all have the mix of all these colors. When the conflict happens, when the clash with the types, I think when we are having sometimes the conflict happens when we are not understanding the opposite colors, or when you're not understanding that mix of colors. That happens, the conflicts. So people, you can understand the primary color, what is this, and what is the secondary color. And also when you are going to approach someone, if you understand the primary and secondary color, that will give you understanding about the person and how we can approach, how we can carry forward the conversation and the behaviors. So that is what we have discussed so far. This one, that approach and the communication differs place to place. When you are having a team, that we have to assign the roles based on the color thing. We have a different task and different works. If you know these are the pattern, this is the person have this color, you can assign the people based on the particular roles. That is what the importance in the leadership. We have to adapt the tones, and we have to give that the task to that appropriate people. It also works sales. When you're going to the sales, we have to approach, I think, by understanding the people, we will be able to understand, okay, what kind of persons and how I can communicate. That works in sales, and the conflict. Conflict is not only work side. We can have a personal life, or we have the friends. They may have something at different conflicts. So by understanding these colors, that will help you, and as well as the relationship. So the relationship, it will, by knowing this one, we can reduce assumptions and we can improve the empathy. Okay, now we have completed the entire colors. We have listened, we have heard from that so many colors. What author says, we all have the mix of colors. We all have a strength. There is no any color have, okay, this color is the dominant color, or this color having the superior color. Nothing. We, every color, all four colors, they have some pros and they have some cons. And he has humble with that message. You can't change other people, but you can change how you can communicate with others. When you are going to approach people, so many times we will not be able to change, we can't change others. But by knowing this, we can change our communication style, or we can change our communication pattern that will help us to connect with them and make our work done. And so the more we understand each other's colors, the less we will see idiot things, and the more we will be seeing that humans and their best in their abilities and outcomes. So this book has written based on that the current behavioral model, and the author has explained about all these four different colors based on that inspired from the DISC method. So with this, we come to end of this chapter. Whatever we have, whatever we wanted to share and sum it up, whatever we have read from this book, just we put into each few slides and share it with you all. Thank you so much. If you're there, we can have a, whatever you have learned something or whatever you have heard something. Let's check your knowledge check. Let's play a small game. Are you ready? Can we play a small game?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Others?
Please, you take your mobile. I will share my screen. So I will share a few questions from this. I will share some questions. It's a play a Kahoot game. You go to take a mobile, kahoot.it. You can type kahoot.it. Okay. You take your mobile and type that kahoot.it. Then you have to enter the pin. Guys, please, you just again, it will take 10 minutes. I'm not going to take much time. Let's play a 10 minutes game. And you have to type.
What is the website?
Okay, this is Kahoot. You can see this, no? Kahoot.it. Just enter. Even if you are using mobile, just enter Kahoot.it. I share that link, or you can scan it also. So 2 people have joined. May I request everyone to join? It's a small game. We are not going to check your knowledge or check your understanding, how much you learned from this sharings. Nothing. You just let's play a game. So far, just 2 have joined. What about others? It's very easy. So, anyone have any challenges to join?
Others are trying. Deepa, Anjali and Suman can also get in. Like, what is it like? Is it
Yeah.
only
Yeah. Someone also
Anil,
can join.
We are
Deepa,
the host. We are the
Sujata,
host.
Yeah, everybody can join. Everybody can join. I cannot join as I
Thamin,
have to conduct the
because
session.
others are not there. Like, please join. It will be fun. SP, who is this? SP? Is it Suman? Is it Satish?
I'm getting slightly confused. I'm
Okay.
trying actually, but getting slightly confused. I'm
Even okay. I can simply if you open any browser, just type kahoot.it. Then it will ask you to enter the pin. Whatever you are seeing the screen, 5872933. Just enter the pin. You will get the page. That means you are in the game. What about Vidya? Satish,
Vidya is there.
Sujata? Vidya is there. Yeah,
Others,
Vidya is there. Yeah. Mansi, you can
Satish,
also join.
Sujata. Yes, I have joined. I have joined. Anil is not there.
Anil is there.
Tamim.
Anil is there.
Anil is
Vidya.
there.
Mansi?
Acha, I am also there, na? Okay, I left. Okay, I don't know why.
SP for Satish.
Yes,
Okay,
super
sorry,
Satish.
sorry.
Super.
Okay. I think I left. I don't know what happened. I'll just rejoin. Just give me a minute. I was there actually.
Oh, okay. Damim also can join. Everyone can join. If you are not checking your score, just it will be fun. I think if you have not played this game before.
Yeah.
Suman, Anjali also, you can also join. Super.
Anil is there. Tamim is there. Yes, great.
Okay,
Tamim, is that your
anybody-
name?
Sorry, Mansi.
Hi,
Yes,
Tamim.
yes. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. I've seen you for the very first time, so I'm curious.
Yes,
Where are you from?
I'm from Chennai.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Welcome, Dick. Happy to see you. Who's left?
Thank
Who's
you.
not joined? Yeah. Sujata, are you there?
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
When we
I've
have more
joined.
people, that will be more fun, and it will take
Okay, yeah.
just 10 minutes to
Yeah, now I think
start.
we all are there except the host.
Oh, super. Deepa also have joined. Okay. Now when I start the game, even if it is dropout, please you join back with the same ID 5872933. Even if you're going out of the game, you can join back. It will be
What
question will
I
be
would
displayed.
suggest, Rajesh, if you can just keep the ID, like the pin somewhere, because last time I remember I had logged on and I couldn't find the
I
pin.
have shared the pin in the our group also.
Yeah, somewhere you just keep it shared,
Yeah,
or
I have
chat or
shared the
something.
group. In our group also, I have shared the same.
Someone just logged off now by mistake. I think it's me only. I don't know why I keep happening. Just a minute.
Join in, then I will start. Suman, Anjali also can join, no?
Nee.
Join, no problem. No issue, though you can join.
Rajesh, it would be better because we have earlier played.
Okay.
Already played, na? So
Okay,
it would
okay.
be fair.
But we have, I think it will accommodate more
You
people.
just write this website, this page, the pin, na? Write it in the chat box. Because in between the game, if anyone
I already
I have
already shared
noted
that
it on
code.
my paper also. If anybody faces any challenges,
Anyway,
I'll tell.
I shared the screenshot of the pin in our group, WhatsApp group as well.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin the game. I think I don't want to take much time. It will take 10 minutes. Every question it will be there for 20 seconds. You have to respond in 20 seconds. The question will be displayed in the screen, and answer you have to select it from your mobile. That's how the game. And how fast you take the answer, it will display the score. Let's start with that first one. Have you heard the sound? Do you hear the sound? Guys, do you hear the sound? Anything? No.
No sound, but the screen is changing.
Okay, this is the first question.
No.
Which combination of profiles would naturally agree on a social level? Which two combinations? Two yellows, yellow and red, two reds. That's only one response.
It was too quick.
So 30 seconds, that's all it is. It will be 30 seconds.
I actually missed it. Again, I'm out, I guess. I don't know
Okay,
why.
join back, please. Join back. You can join back. Sorry. Stop showing.
Where is the pin? Okay. Sorry for that, but I don't know what is happening. 5-2, what is the pin?
Okay. Yeah.
Can you
Pin.
share the pin, someone?
Yeah. Pin.
Just tell me. I'm typing it already.
Oh my God.
Uh, okay. Otherwise, I'll stay out if that's.
No. Be there.
It is 5872933.
Shared in
Okay,
the
okay.
group.
Five- No, it's not there in the group. 5729
933.
2933, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5872933.
That's Nancy, okay.
5872933.
Okay. Time's up getting me. Acha. Okay, go on. Yeah, next.
5872933. Okay, I just messaged in the chat. Okay, next question. Oh, Tamim is leading now. Second question. Which combination of profiles naturally work well together? Which combination?
So we are not able to see the questions on the screen.
It's wrong.
Oh, you're not able to see the screen? Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is no question
same.
here.
Sorry. This was the question, which combination of the profile? I share the screen instead of the second screen, I share the first screen. Okay. Okay, Vidya is leading. The next third question. Hope you can see the screen. Which profile will always prefer to be the head of a project? I think this seems to be a easy question. Which profile will always prefer to be the head of the project? If you know the answer, don't say, just click. Select your answer.
We are only able to see this thing, the right this thing, like the answer to
This question
choose.
is only there. Yeah, the participants are not showing.
Yeah, question
No,
we have to see from on the Zoom
Yeah.
now.
That's what I said. You have to see the question from the display, my screen. Just you see the screen, answer only you have to choose it from the mobile, from your side.
Okay.
So the questions always you have to see it from here. Okay, good. I think 5 people have given the right answer. The next one, okay, now again, Vidya is leading. Damim is not there in the list. Is he in the
Someone
game?
is left, I guess. We were 6, right?
No, I think it will show only the top 5, I think. Okay,
Which-
the next question. Which profile would make the best surgeon? Which profile would make the best surgeon? Do you hear the music which is playing? Or no?
Yeah. Oh. What is the right answer? Oh, it's a blue, I think. I clicked. It's a green. What was the right answer?
Blue.
Blue is the right answer. Okay, I clicked green. Sorry.
Okay, the next question. Okay, again, Vidya is leading. Question number 5. Which person would enjoy giving a speech the most? Which person who like giving more speech, a talk? Wow, everyone has given the right answer. Yeah, and Vidya is
Yeah.
leading. Okay, the next question. Which person would know exactly where he saved that email from his boss? Which person would know exactly where he saved that email from his boss? The blue is the one analytical and ordered, and everything is systematic. It's the one who make everything mailboxes in proper order. So blue is the right answer. Good, Deepa. Who is joining? I think please you join back if you are if you exit from the game. You can join back, please.
I think Sujata has left.
Mm-hmm. Which person would want to do more tests or get more information before making a decision?
पता है उपयोग ना मला प्रॉम्प्ट हवा होता तो गेला अरे माझा टाइम निघून गेला या श्री तो
Super. Only one answer, right? Okay, there'll be, I think people might have confused with the clear color, green and blue.
Yeah. In green column, it was written
Yeah.
blue, and
Now, which
Now
person
I
can
think
you
I'll pass.
always rely on arriving on time? Blue. Which person doesn't follow the rule book to get a job done? Who doesn't want to follow the rule book?
Are there two answers, red and green?
Red and green. Okay, which person would be the most willing to try something new to get the job done? Try something new, different approaches. Blue. Three people have given right answer. Good. Anil is leading. Which person will remember personal criticism the longest? Green. They are come, I think, if you go and tell them, if you hurt them, hurt their ego, that they will not be able to take it as easy. They will keep it for a long time. Again, still Anil is leading. Good. I think we have few more questions. Which person is the least organized but knows exactly where to go to get what he needs? Yes. Yellow. Next question, I think 10 questions. Which profile always wants to make a decision? I hope these questions will be answered by all of them right answer. Super. Still, Anil is leading the scorecard. Which profile wears the latest fashions? Again, one more easy question. I hope everyone would make right answer. Wow, super, super. First. Which profile would enjoy new challenges the most? Which profile would enjoy new challenges? Red. Yeah, red is the one taking the new challenges. Okay, yeah, guess blue, yellow also. You can guess. But green. Still, Anil is leading. Okay, which profile would be the quickest to judge other people? Which profile would be the quickest to judge other people? Still, some people I think very consciously is scoring green. Again and again. Which combination of profiles would form the best team? Which combination? I think if you want to form a team, or if you want to start an organization, or if you start something new project, what kind of people you would like to have? You want to have two reds, or one yellow and blue, blue and green? Let's see
How do
what
we
is your
put
approach.
Oh shit, acha, it was.
Oh my god, nobody has taken
I
that
was,
green, the mixture
I
of
was
all colors.
confused. No, I was thinking that I will be able to click all the 4 colors for this question. So I clicked on one and it took it as an answer.
Just 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Yeah, of course, I think we need all colors, right, to get job done. I think that's a mix of otherwise. Okay. Still, Anil is leading. Which profile will probably talk the most? I don't think so. Anyone would give long answer. Oh, how fast? How come fast? Okay. So when it is giving all 5 approach. Okay. Still, one person chose red. Which profile would assimilate new ideas the quickest? Okay. Another easy question. Which profile would assimilate the new ideas the quickest? Red was chosen by 3 people. Okay, still yellow, blue. Okay. Last 4 questions. Which profile would delegate the task, but then still they do it himself? After assigning the task, they don't trust. Who do? Which profile is the best listener? Who is the best listener? This one nobody can give wrong answer. Listener. The person, not I think the person who is looking for a lot of data, who can be the good listener. It's a calm, green people. Which profile wouldn't miss the last step of the instructions? I hope everyone will give the right answer to this question. People have given the right answer. Now let's see who is leading in the scorecard. Anil is still leading, and Vidya is chasing. Mansi is chasing. Okay, the last question. Which profile is the most common in your social circle? This is a bonus question for you guys. Let's see. I am 100% sure. Okay, all questions are, I think, we come across all, I think, if you choose any answer, that's the right answer. Okay, now we come to end of this Kahoot Podium Knowledge Check. That place goes to Mansi. Second place goes to Vidya. And the winner Yay! Winner is Anu! Followed
Thank
by
you.
fourth place Deepa and fifth place Satish. Thank you so much for the active participation of this game, and hope you have whatever we have studied, whatever we have listened, whatever we have read in the book. It's a small opportunity to for us to check our understanding. But again, let me stop sharing the screen.
I would ask how was the experience for all? Like just quickly, if anyone wants to share before we leave, please do. And I would just want to say something that hats off to Rajesh, Anjali, and Suman. You did a great presentation, and the way you had studied it all and the way you have divided it among yourself shows that you have actually put in a lot of efforts and preparation behind it, understanding the book and working on it. The presentation was superb with all the colors and everything all in sync with the profiles and everything. Very nice. And I could actually understand it much better because of all of you guys and the effort you have put in. So thank you, thank you. I think we should. This is a wonderful step ahead, I would say. So yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you.
so
I'm
much.
sure you
I take
must
this
have.
opportunity to thank both my fellow presenters, Anjali and Suman. We what you are experiencing, what you are saying, just 1 hour, but these two people have put a lot of time after apart from the reading the book. They put a lot of efforts in the homework, preparing the chapter wise, and also be connected every day. I think the last week, almost all days we have connected. We have spent every day 1 hour to discuss about it, how we can do this. A lot of back end work we have done, and thank you so much to Anjali and Suman for all your time and efforts for putting allocating from your personal time to prepare. These all these things for this 1 hour giving experience. We have tried something new to in our B Club group, coming up that sharing the book summary, and also it is a benefit for our members. I think some of you have want to hear want to improve your presentation skills, communications, and all those things. So this is one kind of opportunity how we are going to deliver or how we are going to present whatever we have learned. We can read many, but how much we understood and how we are going to explain to others, that makes important. So once again, thank you so much. I think people have joined. The people have joined it, in this meeting session. Let's continue these same similar patterns after completing the book, sharing the summary. People also can join together, or you can come with alone and present this one. Yeah, people can share
Uh,
your experience.
Actually, Satish wanted to ask something, na?
Yeah. Sadish.
You asked.
Yeah, Sadish. I think hope you got answer from the other slides. I think when we are explaining about all the four slides, you says about hey, I maybe some people have the multiple colors that we have covered in that the later chapter. Even author also says not that every individual, very few people are having that one individual color or one dominant one color, but mostly I think around 70% people are having a one dominant color and one supporting that the dual color pattern, the color traits. That's how we runs. That's how the people are operating. If you still have any questions, please you ask. We can respond. Are you there?
Yeah, please, everyone, please ask, share quickly, whatever if you want to. How was the experience? Any questions? Please do know. So the all ones who have put in so much effort will also get to know like a
Yeah,
feedback.
yeah. Sorry, Mansi, I just want to share. So this is my first reading with the big club. So it's not very interesting, and that uh, normally when I read the book, I read, but hardly 10 to 15% am able to retain. But by reading along with everyone here in the club, that I am able to retain this complete book. Even I can understand how just Rajesh, Anjali, and Suman has. I can understand how much they have prepared for today's session, because Rajesh, I just want to share that 2 weeks ago, I also, when we were reading this book, so I was thinking that someone asked me, just you just become the Toastmaster of the day. So I was thinking what topic I should cover. So then I choose the topic, which color are you? So then I just gave the complete session on this book, covered that. So I can understand, I had to prepare 3 4 hours for just complete on this book, just how just I can engage the people, and I asked the questions, and then I just presented. So I can understand how much that you have prepared for this today's session. I can understand the way that you had given this summary of the book. So that was very interesting, and it's just inspire just to read the more books, and just how just we collectively we can read and get the understanding and get the knowledge. So that was very interesting, and this game that we played, that was very interesting. Even along with me, my uh, son and daughter was sitting, that they were also enjoying this game.
Yeah. You can also play this game. You can also prepare your own game and play it around.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Anyone? Anyone would like to share? Sujata, would you like to share your experience? Because Sujata, Satish, Vidya. Okay, I think we have planned this session for 1 hour, 8 to 9 o'clock. But still, I think thank you so much for extending your time for this half an hour time. Uh, I was also a little conscious about taking more time beyond 9 o'clock. I think especially I don't want to take more time from you all, but still you waited and be there till the end of the session. Thank you so much for your time and patience, and hope you all had a wonderful takeaway from this book and from this session. Please you share your feedback, if anything. Please you put it on the group, or you can share it in whatever experience you have gone through. Please you share it in the group so that people, others, they get inspired and they will be interested to join the future sessions. And we will be starting next book. We will announce in our group when we are going to start, either the Thursday or coming Monday. And the next book will be led by our Anilji.
Monday only, na? He announced like already that he'll start
Yeah,
from Monday.
yeah, Monday. Oh, Monday, right? Okay, Monday only. So the next book will be led by Anil, and let's please you join the session, the little morning sessions, morning 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. Yeah, if you all join the session at start a sharp 7 o'clock, so we can also end the meeting at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, it will drag to something. We have to complete chapters and sharings, all those things. It will take some time. So let's keep up the time. And thank you so much. Once again, thank you for joining the session. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you
Thank you,
everyone for
Rajesh.
joining.
Thank you, Anjali. Yeah,
Yeah.
had
Thank you,
great learning.
Rajesh and Suman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, Suman.
Thank,
Thank you,
yeah,
Anjali.
thank you, Anjali.
Thank
Had great
you.
Hey, I
learnings
forgot to
during
ask you.
this period.
Do you like to share something? I forgot to ask Anjali and Suman. Would you like to share something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was saying that had great learnings during this period of
Super.
practicing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the
Yes.
inspiration, Anjali, and to you also.
Yeah.
It was great actually, and maybe for the next one we be better.
Yes, yes, of course. I
I
also
need
feel so.
we need to
No,
work
but
still harder.
from the I would say from the listener perspective, you guys were great. Like I was totally hooked to each one of your shares. Anjali